Well, hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So I've come back to the same woodlands that I was at here a few weeks ago here in my city of Boca Raton. Different conditions today though. Last time it was about 95 degrees. The heat index was about 110 degrees. Today it's a little cooler. We have some rain showers. Overcast. And just generally not as hot. It is raining though. So it's kind of my reason for coming out today. Last time it was bright and sunny. I wanted to do some long exposures, but there was hardly a cloud in the sky. So today my thought was come back and find those same compositions that I had last time and maybe try shooting some long exposures of the clouds going over top of the trees. Now if I could just remember where those compositions were. Well, I found those three trees that I took a photo of before. You can see those right above me. And I do have some clouds, but I also have some blue skies back there too. And kind of the running joke with me is whatever weather a place normally has, when I'm there it's going to be the exact opposite. Now my composition today is basically the same as when I was out here last time. I have these three tall Florida pine trees with some kind of native shrubs in the foreground. And the difference is last time I was here I had bright blue skies, and today I have some clouds floating by. Sometimes they're just kind of wispy clouds, and then every once in a while some rainstorm clouds will move in. Either way, I'm going to start off with a 10-stop neutral density filter. I'm not sure how long of an exposure I'm going to be able to get here in the middle of the daytime with that. If not, then I'm going to switch over to a 15-stop and see what kind of results I can get with that. So again, the number one problem I face here in Florida with gear is the high humidity, and we just had a downpour, so of course the humidity is probably 95 to 100% right now. So everything's fogging up real good, and so we'll just wait. No rush today. And unfortunately, just like the last time I was here, I just heard some thunder, so there is some lightning in the area. And I'm all for chasing lightning and thunderstorms, but not when I'm in a woodland. So if that lightning could just move the other way, that'd be fantastic. All right, so I finally got everything to stop fogging up. And the two filters I'm going to be using today are both made by Breakthrough Photography. This is the 10-stop neutral density filter, and I also have a 15-stop that I'll be using. And yeah, I'm going to start with this 10-stop and see what we can get with that. I'm not sure the exposure is going to be long enough though. Give it one last little wipe just to be sure. Alright, so now my exposure is going to work out to be about 15 seconds. Now I'm not sure that's going to be long enough to stretch out the clouds. There's not a whole lot of movement going on in the clouds right now. So I'm going to try it at 15 seconds, but I think I'm going to have to move to the 15-stop neutral density filter just to get any kind of movement in the clouds at all. Yeah, so as I thought, that wasn't nearly long enough to get any kind of movement in the clouds. So I'm going to take the 10-stop off now. I'm going to switch to my 15-stop and see if we can really stretch those clouds out and get some movement, because they are moving really slow. All right, so I have the 15-stop neutral density filter on there. My camera's in bulb mode. I'm using the infrared shutter release to eliminate any kind of camera shake, so I don't have to touch the camera at all. And my exposure worked out to about 5 minutes. So We have some thunder here in the distance, so hopefully we can get the shot in before this moves in. All right, so that first shot I totally miscalculated. My actual exposure is 1/30th of a second without the filter on. So with the 15 stop, it actually works out to a 16-minute exposure. I'm not sure I'm gonna go that long, but I'm gonna probably try 8 to 10 to see how that looks. And if it's a little bit underexposed, I'll fix that in post-production. But yeah, I have a little bit of time to kill. All right, so okay, so I clicked that shutter release. Hey, I'm vlogging here. All right, so I ended up clicking off the shutter at 9 minutes. Not sure why I couldn't wait the other 60 seconds, but I'm not sure it was the shot I was looking for anyway. The clouds kind of formed together, and I'm not sure it's going to do enough to stretch them out. I think it's just going to be kind of one solid mass of clouds. So I'll have to wait till I get home and check it out. But I'm going to move on to the next composition. Got some noisy birds here. All right, so I found my next composition. I bet it's about a half a mile down from where I was just at. And we don't have many lone trees in Florida, but we have a lot of dead trees, if you can see that right behind me there. I like dead trees, so I'm gonna focus in right on the top of that dead tree, because I have these, again, these native shrubs right here in front of it. I don't really want them to be the focal point. Actually, I want them kind of framing the dead tree and then the taller trees that I have in the back there. So I've calculated my exposure again without the filter. It's about a 30th of a second, so it's another 12-minute exposure. So give me patience to wait this one out. So I've been waiting here for about 5 minutes while that exposure takes. And I just know it's not going to turn out, unfortunately. The cloud cover is just too thick, too low, too heavy, and it's just going to kind of all blend together. It's not going to really stretch it out at all. There's absolutely no movement in the clouds today, which is unusual for Florida. There's not a breath of wind going on right now, at least not right here in this area. But while I was here waiting, I found several other compositions that I'm going to take off the filter and just take regular exposures. So lucked out that I found a couple other ones here right in the area that I can take as soon as this is done in about 4 more minutes. Alright, so I've moved farther into the woodlands, kind of off the beaten path here, and I'm pretty confident there's no alligators around because there's not a whole lot of water around here. There may be some spiders, some snakes. Not really fond of those things either, but it beats death at the hands of an alligator for sure. Alright, on this last one, I'm going to do a photo that has 3 brackets in it with 1 stop of light in between each photo. Even though it's starting to pour down rain now and the sky is gray, it's still pretty bright compared to what the shadows are here in the woodland. So, and this might be my last chance to get it, so I want to make sure I get a good exposure, something I can work with when I get home. So let me go take that, and we'll be back here in a minute. Alright, so I just looked at the radar. I think we're about done for the day. This rain's not going to be going anywhere anytime soon. In fact, it looks like it's going to get heavier here in a few minutes. So, yeah, thanks for joining me today, and hope you enjoyed failed 15 stop long exposure photography. It happens though, right? You win some, you lose some. So anyway, it's getting ready to pour here. So if you're new to my channel and you liked what you saw today, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I'd love to have you along for the adventures. Thank you all again for tuning in. Hope that everybody's doing well out there. Stay safe, take care of each other, and we'll see you again here next week. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you. Bye-bye. I hope these Sonys are weatherproof like they say they are, because it's absolutely chucking it down right now. I still have about a half a mile back to the car. This is a lot of fun though. This beats staying at home. Love being out in nature. Love being out in the elements. All right, everybody, have a great week, and we'll see you. Oh, lost my microphone. We'll see you again here next week. Bye.